I'm gonna show you here in this second video how to make your Windows 11 running faster. We are going to go through services, apps, deleting a lot of stuff, disabling a lot of stuff. So let's get into it. So first of all, I'm here in Windows 11 VirtualBox. So it's not a machine, but you have to do the exact same thing if you are running it on a machine. So to make this full screen in VirtualBox, it's Control F, otherwise it's your machine. We are first of all checking the installed apps. So just type into the search box installed apps. Here you go. And we can go and uninstall most of these applications, and actually most of those that we don't use. So Xbox Live, just uninstall everything. We do not use Xbox. Who uses Xbox anyways? Xbox Live, here you go. Weather, we don't need weather either. It's just taking up space and memory. Weather. I'm not sure why it uninstalled the terminal. Anyways, it's gonna be coming back later on. Weather uninstall. So be careful where you click, because you can uninstall stuff that you actually need. Uninstall Solitaire, the game. Snipping tool, we will be using that. I'm not sure what did I uninstall again, but yeah, it was okay. Remote desktop connection. So if you don't use RDP, if you don't want that anybody logs in, or you don't want to log into any other computer, you can actually uninstall this one as well. So uninstall remote desktop connection. It's gonna be uninstalling RDP. So you cannot remote in with this into another device, and it's gonna be restarting later on. Okay, so we are restarting again Windows. Normally it happens, customizing features for you, you are 100% there. Please keep your computer on. So it's gonna be again using the restart feature of the Windows to uninstall this important service, totally remove it from your computer. And if you don't want to connect to another PC or server using the Windows RDP, this is a good idea to remove, so nobody else actually can connect to your PC using an exploit or a hacking tool. If the actual Windows remote desktop has a potential issue, it takes some time. Windows, this is why I don't like, it's very slow with his up, Control F to come back, click. I hope I did not forget my password, and we'll be coming back full screen. So back into uninstalling the apps, installed applications. I'm doing everything on the go. There is now no video editing and screen editing and pausing. I'm just on the go. Quick assistance, so it's again Microsoft stuff. I don't want quick assistant. Uninstalling, and it's good. Power automate. I don't know what it is, I don't care, I don't want it. Here you go, power automate. Photos, okay, we can keep. Outlook, nobody uses Outlook, we all use Thunderbird if we need it. So Outlook, uninstalling Outlook. So if you prefer Notepad++, the open source free Notepad application, you can uninstall Notepad. Microsoft To Do, uninstall, we don't care. If you prefer to use Skype, Jamie, Pegden, any sort of other communication service, Skype, it's Microsoft as well, I think. You can uninstall Teams and you don't need this one. If you prefer using Google Drive, if you prefer using Dropbox, Microsoft Drive can go to the bin as well. We don't want this, I don't care. So Microsoft up, it's gonna uninstall or not. Uninstall. Okay, it might take some time. In the meantime, we uninstall Microsoft News as well. Just delete this junk, I don't need it. So web view runtime, and first of all what you want to do is download and install, for instance, Firefox sync without your data. You know, you have to go through all this crap in actual Microsoft Edge, and it's just annoying. We don't need it. So you have to download Firefox or Google Chrome or any sort of browser that you like, what is Tor or anything that is more private, before you uninstall. And it's very important because, you know, after you won't be able to install anything and download anything. So download and install first Chrome and Firefox, and then you can go ahead and uninstall Microsoft Edge, and remove it totally from your device. Clipchamp, I don't know what is it. It's Microsoft, I don't care. It's just slowing the system down. We don't need it. Microsoft Bing Search, also a search tool. We do not need it. Then we use Microsoft 365. Uninstall. We don't need it normally. Feedback Hub, again, feedback. Normally it's something that's sending something to somewhere. We don't need it. These won't affect your professional use in case of, you know, Microsoft Windows. These are just, you know, junk to actually pollute your work environment. So Copilot either. If you use full-on VLC or other open source media player solution with your codecs, I'm not sure it's still existing codecs, because on Linux and Mac I haven't installed or used any codecs ever, but probably it can be existing here still in Windows. So media player, you can uninstall it and download another device later on. So, you know, we pretty much cleaned up all the unnecessary stuff. I think I uninstalled command line. No, I just uninstalled the stuff. It's called terminal, and command line is still there, so I'm not sure what was that. It wasn't important at all. That's the only thing that accidentally I've uninstalled. Web media extensions. What is that? Advanced options. Web media extensions. Well, at this moment we keep it. I don't really know what's that, but probably it's something totally unimportant. Okay, so we go through all the menus and see what we can disable to make this Windows running faster. System notifications, here you go. We don't want any sort of notification. Why would I want notification? But before we turn it off, we still want to understand what's going on. Notification. Play sounds, show notifications on lock screen, show reminders, turn on, okay, do not disturb auto, okay, set priority notifications, no, we don't want, focus, okay, so I just turn off notifications. I do not want any sort of notifications. Of course, when there is an error message that's coming up, it's gonna be shown still. So it's important to not to have all sorts of, you know, when news and emails, so that when I want to see my emails, I go to my email. I don't want all sorts of animation and notification coming up all the time with all the, you know, Microsoft stuff. It's disturbing, it's also annoying, and it's you know, process consuming. It's using up resources. So additional settings, show the windows, no. Suggest ways to get most, no. Get tips and suggestions, no. very important. Turn these off, extremely important. You don't want these things gunking up your device. Bluetooth and devices. System, just a second, because there was multitasking, snap windows, task switching, nearby sharing for developers. Here you go, developer mode off. Okay, that's okay. Multi activation, phase, subscriptions, production key, tuck, I don't care. Troubleshoot, recovery, projecting this PC, remote desktop we uninstalled, clipboard, system components. Okay, Bluetooth services, Bluetooth devices. We will disable Bluetooth on its own from services later on. Network and internet, that's okay. Prioritization, background colors, themes. It's just settings we cannot really taskbar. Okay, task view, can we eliminate it? Yes, task view we can eliminate. It's this icon over here. Widgets. Can you see this weather widget over here? Turning it off. The search box, I use it a lot. It's fast, it's really easy to control you find settings and solutions, so I really prefer to keep this in. But if you want search box, you can hide it. You can see hide it and search box. I really like that option in Windows. Touch, okay, touch, no touch keyboard, other system tray icons, Windows security notifications, VirtualBox. Okay, so these are on, off. As you can see, we can turn on the Windows security notification, so that's okay. Taskbar behaviors, show any window from my taskbar, far corner of the taskbar to show the desktop. No hot corners anyway, so that's okay. We can keep it as it is. Anything else to turn off? Apps, default apps, installed advanced app settings, offline maps, off maps that we don't need. It's very easy to do all these when you are still not connected to the internet. It's way better, way faster. Emails, accounts, what do we have here? Nothing special. Family, group setting, sign in, no, not gonna happen. Then other users, kiosk, add another user. If you want to add another local user, you can do it from here. Windows backup, it's turned off. And if you don't use Windows backup at all, we can also disable this from services, and we will disable it from services. Do not click on any of these because you're gonna be prompted to give your Microsoft account details, passkeys. Anyways, times and language, that's okay. Gaming, game bar, turn it off. We don't need game bar, and we actually disabled Xbox stuff captures. Sorry, your PC doesn't meet the hardware. Okay, great, it's already turned off. Game mode, again, game mode turned off. It's something that will slow down your PC. We don't need game mode ever, and even slow down if you have a faster PC and you want to play. Accessibility, text size, visual effects. So over here we can disable the transparency. So look at this. No, it's not showing over here, but normally transparency effects, it's an effect, so we can disable it. Animation effect, it's when something is moving very smoothly, or I normally, if I turn this off, can you see? So instead of moving out slowly, it just pops out to the size I need it. So this is something that's very useful to turn it off. And displays and monitors, brightness recommended, HDR, color profile, advanced display and graphics settings. Nothing here to worry about. I'm flying on the go. I'm showing you how to think and how to go through these settings and turn off everything you don't need. Privacy and security. Windows security. So account protection recommended. We don't need, we don't do anything illicit, we don't go anywhere where our computer is exposed. Device security, data encryption, no, dismiss it. And we also actually will disable data encryption services from the services menu. Windows update, check for updates later on, it's gonna take some time. Okay, so this is what you can do from this systems menu. You can actually, from the settings, even we go back, system, we can disable a lot of stuff, including the animation. We can uninstall apps that we don't need. We can disable maps. We can check default apps, and we can even disable some default apps as well if you don't need them. You think and you uninstall everything that you don't want. Then simply you type over here in the search box services, and you can click on it and you find the services. And I think we can even type services.msc. Well, I did not type dot, but it still has launched services. Okay, so we will look for services. ActiveX installer provides user account control, validation, installation. ActiveX controls. This started on demand. ActiveX controls behave according to the default browser settings. So ActiveX, if I remember well, was something that we used in Microsoft's browser, what was before Edge, Explorer. So normally ActiveX is something that we should actually disable. So you don't even start ever and disable. It's not gonna be launched anytime, just to exploit some stuff that we don't actually use and have some vulnerability. Agent activation, application information, AppX deployment service deploying. So providing deploying store applications. So normally, if you don't want to use Microsoft Store, you can stop this and you can disable it, because this is only for Microsoft Store use. And it doesn't let you disable it. Fantastic, thank you, Win11. Aside a background base filtering, BitLocker. Okay, so if you don't want to encrypt anything on your PC, you simply disable it, stop it, apply it, close it. BitLocker, it's for your data encryption. If you don't use it, just disable it. Bluetooth audio gateway service. Can we no, we can't bulk disable. So if you don't have any Bluetooth devices and Bluetooth actually on your PC, just disable these ones, because you don't need them. Stop service. Why is Bluetooth service running if I don't have Bluetooth enabled on my PC, or I don't even have any sort of Bluetooth ports or connections? Okay, I'm not sure why it's incorrect, but I don't give a damn. Cancel. Okay, if it doesn't let you do something, do not force. Capture service, cellular time. Okay, this service sets time based on NITs messages from mobile network. So if you use a mobile device with a SIM card, this could be useful, but we actually do not have any sort of cellular connection or SIM card or anything. So com plus we just scroll down to see what's going to happen. Cryptographic services, data sharing, DCOM, we just scroll through and read everything. Common sense, device setup manager, DHCP client that we need, diagnostic executes the actions from troubleshooting support. Probably it's something that we don't need, but I don't touch it at this moment. Diagnostic policy, service host. So normally diagnostics, we'll see. I don't touch that at this moment. DNS client, that's important as well to get the DNS working. Downloaded maps manager, so no, we do not need it and we can disable it. We do not use Microsoft Maps. File history service, if you do not use file history as a backup solution, you can simply turn this off. Function discovery, game, DVR and broadcast user service. So we do not do any sorts of game recording ever. Disable, okay, it doesn't let me disable. Game input service, can we disable these ones? Disable, apply, okay. Geolocation service, can we disable this? Normally yes, disabled, stop, because I don't want any sort of geolocation and I don't have a GPS or GNSS chip installed on my PC. Then we go down. So normally if you don't virtualize with anything, if you don't use Hyper-V, all of this you can disable. Normally these will be running only on demand, so normally you see they are not running. But if you don't know that in the future you will run VirtualBox on your PC, you will leave it on and it will be running only when you are virtualizing with, for instance, Hyper-V or other virtual solutions, because they will touch the processor and its virtualization capacities by using these services probably. So IP helper, if you don't use IPv6 because you're at home on your local network, just turn this off and disable it. You don't need IP helper if you don't use IPv6, as you can see. IP translate, IPsec, Kerberos, local key, language experience, service. Okay, link layer, local profile assistant. We go down slowly and check everything that we need or we don't need. It's very easy to Microsoft Edge elevation. It's everything Microsoft Edge we don't need because we will use other stuff to go on the web. Disabled, apply. Edge update service, properties. Okay, disabled, apply. We don't want update for something that we won't use. Disabled, apply, okay. Keyboard filter, controls, keystroke filtering and mapping. We don't want that. No, it's disabled already. Great. So we just natural authentication, signal, time network. Okay, we don't touch it because there is a thing called biometric service, and that one we can actually turn off. Maintains a secure channel between this computer and the domain controller. So if you are at home and you do not want to join or you are not joined a domain, this one can be totally disabled. These are services that will be never started by, for instance, an external demand to exploit, to hack your PC, because this service is disabled. So network connection, offline files, OpenSSH agent. No, these things do not really need to be running and be, enabled. Parental controls. So enforces parental controls for child's accounts. Okay, so we can disable this service as well, because I don't have my kid using my PC. Phone service. Telephone is state on this. No phone service. Please do not start phone service anytime. Okay, power. That's good. Print service. If you don't have a printer, turn these off. You don't need a spooler or a print device. Okay, anything print. If you don't have a printer, do turn these off. Okay, radio management service. What is that? Radio management and airplane mode service. At this moment we keep it on. Remote access, remote procedure, it's RPC. Normally, if you do not want to remote, these might be, something that you turn off. Remote registry, important security, it's disabled already for security reasons. Normally, nobody should be accessing your registry except you. So retail demo controls device activity while the device is in retail demo mode. What the hell is that? Retail demo mode. I'm not gonna put my device anytime into retail demo mode. Routing and remote access. I'm not sure what is this. Probably it should be turned off, but at this moment it's even disabled, so it's good. And RPC endpoint secondary logon. Normally, if you do not want anybody else to be connected to this PC, no secondary logon should be enabled. Slowly we are going through everything. Shared shell hardware, smart card. We do not use ever smart cards. Disable smart cards, device enumeration. No smart cards, no SD cards, no card readers, nothing is going to be inserted into my PC. So turn off all smart card solution. SNMP, SSD discovery, SSDP discovery. So there are services that I did not really check out and don't know, but there are services like sysmain that is basically maintains and improves system performance over time, and apparently this has a lot of issues, and that is something that you don't want running on your PC. I don't want to say that. Some people call this a spying application. NetBIOS provides support for NetBIOS over NetBIOS. It's over. No NetBIOS. Over. It's basically a legacy naming service for MS, Microsoft and Windows PCs. Text input management. Teams. Team time broker. Orchestrator. User manager. Web client. What do we? Virtual disk. Guest editions. That's running. Okay, Xbox, manual, properties, disabled, apply, okay, Xbox, properties. This is only if you have an Xbox and connected to your PC, but most people, what they want is watch videos, do some Word, Excel, do their bank accounts, maybe do some basic mathematics. VLAN auto config. I don't have any sort of wireless device on my PC, so I just disable this one. I don't have a Wi-Fi card in my device. Okay, so we have already disabled most of these services. What we want is restart now our PC, what I do actually is will be shutting down my PC to attach a network device. So we go to VirtualBox, and you know this, I will do this in the next video. So let's be this one. We just restart Windows to see how these services will affect, you know, Windows starting, but probably it's gonna take a bit of time to, you know, here you go, even gave some music. G Rumble. So admin 0, still we did not, here you go. So it snapped in right away, there are no issues, and everything is just in working order, and the Windows is faster, safer, with less junk. Thanks for watching, keep tuning in, and let me meet you in the next video.